The Fijians have recently announced their Rugby World Cup 2023 squad after a very successful Pacific Nations Cup, winning 3 from 3. They had to cut their squad down from 39 to the 33 that will be heading to France. And in this video, I will be letting you know who those 33 men are and also the ones who did end up missing out. But from the top, it is Aroni Maui, Pini Ravai, and Hone Kuroi Dua. So a little bit of a change from what we saw in the extended side. We did see Mele Tuni in there rather than Kuroi Dua, although he was initially a part of the even wider squad that the Fijians did announce earlier on for the hookers. It will be Tavita Ikanaviri, Sam Matavesi, and also Zariel Togiotama. So no changes there for Fiji. It was to be expected that they would have the 3 hookers. Ikanaviri playing very well. Same with Matavesi, and then Zariel Togiotama not quite getting as much game time as the other 2, but still a very good player. Tight head props, they have got Masaki Donge, Luke Tangi, and Samu Tawake, so the same 3 as they had in the 39-man squad. Then in the locks, Asoana Sila, Timo Maia-Navanua, Te Ehuaru Tharika Davita, also Albert Tuisui could fall into that category after playing lock in the last game of the Pacific Nations Cup. So no Api Ratanoia Rawa. He is one of the players who has missed out. In the loose forward trio, there is Lakima Tangi Valu, Lavani Botia, Velive Mira, Meri Terialangi, so quite a few Fijian Drua boys throughout this side, and Viliami Mata. So of the names that have missed out, no Pathiliato, also no Kitioni Kamikami Tha. I believe they are the only 2 players who missed out with that back row / loose forward trio. For the Fijians in the back line, they have gone with the 3 halfbacks that were going to be expected. Frank Lamani, Simi Kuravoli, and then also Pini Matawalu. Those 3 sensational Pacific Nations Cup between them. Kuravoli really stepped up in those last 2 fixtures, especially the game up against Japan. Lamani, he's a class player for the Fijian Drua, has experience playing overseas in the past, as well as even older Super Rugby Pacific experience. They've gone with Caleb Muntz, Tite Tella, which does mean that there is no Ben Vulavula here in this 2023 Rugby World Cup squad, which may be a little bit of a surprise. We did see him play that last game up against Japan, but instead they have opted to go with the 2 younger players, both playing for the Fijian Drua, and now get themselves the opportunity at a World Cup. Next, Joshua Tuisova, of course, we were going to see that man's name there. Semi Radradra, that first game of the Pacific Nations Cup, had a huge impact, started the next contest, was brilliant as well, so he is going to definitely be a player to watch out for in France. Waisia Nyatha-Levu and also Osefo Masi. Now the order that they have written this, I believe we will once again see Joshua Tuisova as more of a midfield option rather than being out on the wing. No Tamani Valu for this backline either. For the Fijians and the rest of the players, Celestino Ravatamanda, Vinaya Habosi, Jita Wanyanyolo, Kalaveti Ravovo, Sareli Mngwala, and then also Eliza Druasisi. So the only player to miss out there is Vilamoni Botitu. So they've made quite a few changes, of course, with a few more warm-up games for the Flying Fijians. Their first one being up against France. It means that there could be injuries, which then switches more players in. Maybe those guys who missed out in the first initial naming. But do let me know what you think of this Fijian Rugby World Cup squad. They're a part of Pool C alongside Australia, Wales, Georgia, and Portugal. Some are saying that could be the closest group out of any for this upcoming Rugby World Cup. But thank you all very much for tuning in all throughout the World Cup and in the build-up. We will have the lineup announcements for Fiji, previews of their matches, post-match reviews, as well as doing the live commentary for all of their fixtures. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next one.